I've been doing it for years, so I share it with everybody. So I think people really like that and appreciate it. Okay. Uh, anyway, just some real interesting things that happen. And thank you, Glenn. Glenn just joined my Genesis VIP. Hats off to you, Jim. Or Jim, I mean Glenn. But if you can hear me okay, why don't you type in there that you can hear me and I'll get started. I know that you're anxious to hear about this. And Nick just said about the coin trade I put out Friday. Nice to get along, Nick, isn't it, ahead of everybody else?
1 second, T-Biz. We got this earlier from your Midnight Rider program. There you go. Look at that.
Hey, Tom, I did the trades on coin and Tesla at a profit of 19,886. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good month right there, but that's about a 3-day trade. So I really think people are getting their eyes open. What I've done is, and this is what I'm talking about tonight, I've integrated the technology portion of the market with what I've been doing for 40 years, and it's a lot of fun to see the faces of people. So I guess about ready to get started, get into these slides and talk about it. I want to, thank everybody for being here first, and then secondly, uh, this is something that I believe is shows you a different way to go into the market and then not be focused all day long. You just focus on 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay, so let's get going. We've demonstrated 25% returns, 50% returns, even 100% return on our investment by placing this trade during this specific hour of the day. Now, profits and performance shown are not typical. We make no future earnings claim, and you may lose money. With all trading, you have that possibility. What you will see is an internal audit from June 9th, 2023 through November 11th, 2024. And the audit took real issue trade alerts and used the Genesis algorithm, applied a set of options criteria to it, making each option hypothetical and uses the benefit of hindsight. From the live trades in real time so far, we've seen a 78% win rate with a 17.8% average winner and a 6.2 average return over 2 days. Uh, See our terms and conditions at the Trading Pub homepage for more information. Now, let's be real. In trading, there will be losers. There's no black box miracle system that prints out winning trades automatically. The whole purpose of our research and work with traders help give folks an edge in the markets. Now, if you can't handle a losing trade, then you really shouldn't be trading with real money. This is for big boys and big girls. Again, losses in trading have occurred and will occur in the future. For folks that don't know me, I'm Tom Busby. And over the last few weeks, my team and I have been able to build out what may be one of the most hands-free trading weapons that has ever existed. It's a next generation smart algo that automatically sends you high-powered trade alerts on autopilot nearly every single day. Now, that means while you're out doing things you love to do, away from the screens, not looking at the screens, you can still be in tune. Whenever you hear that ding in your pocket, another high conviction, high probability trade has been dialed up. Like recently on Monday, October the 7th, you could have been grabbing lunch at your favorite restaurant, heard that ding in the pocket, pushed a few buttons on the phone to set the trade, 88% gain. Tuesday, while out enjoying some fresh air, again, the ding on the phone, set the trade, keep moving. A 91% gain. Wednesday, while catching a quick water break from the tennis game, heard that ding, Wow. Pretty interesting. 48% gain. Thursday, another ding while walking the dog. 96% gain. Friday, place a quick trade. Again, follow the process, locking in the biggest winner of the week. Look at that one, 107% gain. Folks, had someone start with a small 1,000 starter investment into each after only 5 trades and maybe 15 total minutes doing this, they could have had an extra 43.14 in trading profits for the week. It's all thanks to this brand new, fully automated, smart algorithm called Genesis. Now, to set the stage, Genesis isn't like your old-fashioned trading software indicator. Unlike typical trade tools require you to do all the legwork, manually searching for trades all day long, this smart algo requires zero oversight. Each automatic alert includes everything you need to trade on the go. Stock ticker picks it out, entry picks it out, price to pay, profit target and stop loss, and even an individual chart if you want it. That means instead of sitting at your desk, wasting hours of your day hunting for new trading setups, you can have a chance to target the next win while doing things you love to do. Freedom. The Genesis Algo is a culmination of over 40 years of market experience, all automated, all in one place. And it's unlocking a whole new way to trade the stock market. Like what would have happened back on September the 12th. At the time, the NASDAQ was dead in the water, not doing anything. Not much to write about there. But thanks to Genesis running 24/7 around the clock, folks could have hit the morning bicycle ride, hit that ding, and read that QQQ was on the verge of breaking out over the next hour. With 78% confidence rating based on real money results so far, anybody could have set the trade with a few clicks on their phone, maybe invested $2,000 back to their day, and sure enough, when everything worked out, $1,723 in your pocket, deposited in the brokerage account one day later. Now, a quick $1,000 for one trade is great. That's not even close to the best part. Unlike a lot of strategies out there, with Genesis, we don't need to wait days or weeks for the next entry signal. Genesis automatically generating these extremely accurate trade signals up to 5 times per day. That means the smart algo literally generates an abundance of trade opportunities every day. Just look at the 3 other trades that would have hit on that same day. 78% gain on gold, 164% gain on the SPY, 276% gain on IWM. Now, of course, it should go without saying that markets don't come with guarantees. There's no magical button for instant wealth. Our internal audit that overlaid hypothetical option trades over live trading signals showed remarkable results, but we cannot promise that that will continue. So if you're looking to get rich overnight, then please do yourself a favor and log off. But if you're looking for an undeniable edge, a new way to trade the markets, unlike anything I've ever been involved in, then look no further. Because with Genesis, you have a constant stream of alerts firing off in your back pocket to choose from, and with tickers that are leading the pack and breaking out. No more headaches staring at confusing chart patterns. No more forcing low probability trades. Genesis does all the heavy lifting for you automatically. So if you want to be one of the first in the world to have a behind the scenes look at this incredible trading breakthrough, let's stop. Be part of it. Stay tuned live, because by the end of this broadcast, a handful of folks will be able to come in on the next stock Genesis flag to break out today, targeting what could be the next great move. An 83% gain on GLD, 96% gain on SPY. In just a moment, I'll reveal how Genesis has identified these breakout stocks, averaging this higher win rate for the past 16 months. Plus, reveal a few of the live alerts that fired off today. But first, it's important to remember there's no get rich button when it comes to trading. So please, once you get the hands on the tool, be smart. Do not over leverage yourself because losses are always possible. Instead, use the trade signals to help grow your account over time. You see, Genesis is designed to radically change when you enter trades and how you exit trades and look at the markets. Most people believe buying fear and selling greed is the key to becoming a successful trader. I'm sure you've heard Warren Buffett's famous saying, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. And while that's generally a great approach in theory, sad reality is it's practically impossible for the average trader to execute. When fear is at its peak, the urge to sell can be overwhelming. I've had that, which is almost always turns out to be the wrong direction. And greed takes over, the temptation to keep riding the wave can lead to devastating losses. So if you ever made critical mistakes in your own trading because you felt the fear of missing out or the fear of losing money, it's not your fault. As a human, these emotions are hardwired into your brain. It's a basic survival instinct. What you need is a way to overcome these human handicaps using a more practical, data-driven approach process. One that gives you a clear picture of when stocks on the verge of breaking out. For example, check what happened back on July 9th. At the time, the S&P was stuck, going nowhere fast. Most traders would have had no clue if the SPY was about to break out or crash to new lows. But if you knew this candlestick right there, that the SPY had a high probability of breaking out the next day with a 78% success rate so far on the live trade results, of course you'd buy in. And you didn't have to be at the computer to catch the trade either. In fact, folks could have been out teeing it up on the golf course, maybe on the ninth hole. Heard that ding, automatically received the entry signal with the stop loss and profit target criteria, practically set it and forget it. All the information right there. Clicked a few buttons from the cell phone, watch the SPY hit the profit target the very next day. 73% gain on that one. But that's not even the best part, because the very next day, I'm out throwing the football in the backyard with my granddaughter, heard the ding, placed a quick trade, paid before dinner time rolled around. 96% gain on that one. 2,000 each of these would have paid out 3406 in over 24 hours. And that's on charts that gave almost no directional bias to the naked eye. It's based on numbers. But Genesis was able to turn it into not one, but two big winners. It's all thanks to market breakouts that happened during one specific hour of the day, 12 o'clock. I call this time of day the Genesis hour. You might have heard me call it that. But now most so-called experts would lead you to believe that stock market's dead during the middle of the day. It's like watching paint dry. That couldn't be further from the truth. Just look at that chart. Look what it's telling you. 930, 12 flat, 12 to 12 to 1 bullish, 2 to 4 flat. Pay attention to that center part. When looking at here is a typical stock market return each hour of the day, the morning hours, midday, you tell me, and the afternoon. And as you can clearly see, there's hardly any money to be made in opening and closing. Focus on the midday. Just noise everywhere else. The real money is made during the Genesis hour, and there's a real good reason why. Anyone who can identify stocks breaking out during the Genesis hour can repeatedly target very quick moves. For example, look at the Russell 2000 small cap index back in June. On June 17th, anyone watching opening hours a day would have went to sleep. Might assume the small caps are ready to head lower. Of course, knowing what to know now, you wouldn't have been shocked by the morning drop. But then, during the Genesis hour, everything changed. With Asia and Europe markets closed, key, the noise gone, we were able to quickly see the Russell 2000 was breaking out. And folks would have been alerted right away automatically. And look what came next. 114% gain on IWM. Watch it happen again on July the 16th, 2024. In the morning, the market's drifted slightly higher. Not a ton of directional bias to base a trade on. But during the Genesis hour, Wall Street showed their cards and IWM started breaking out. Once again, the boring lunch hours would have turned into a massive opportunity. Genesis Algo would have automatically sent the entry alert on IWM. Anyone who would have taken about 30 seconds to place a quick trade could have seen 125% gain. This should be getting your attention, folks. We got it. If that's not gorgeous enough, watch it happen one more time a few days later. July 22nd, morning noise, Genesis hour breakout. Here we go. With built-in option selection, profit target, and stop loss, 280% gain. 1,000 in that last trade would have paid out 2,800 in profit overnight. Someone with more confidence started with, let's say, 2,500, could have pocketed 7,000 in pure profit. That's cash that cover a few months of the car payment, eliminate stress from the credit card debt, or simply an extra 7,000 to beef up saving for a rainy day. All from one 24-hour trade. So you might be wondering why stocks are breaking out during the middle of the day, during the Genesis hour. Well, there's really something really important that happens during the 12 o'clock Genesis hour. The Genesis hour is the first time in the day that stocks are able to move freely on their own. You see, most people assume that trading starts 9:30 opening bell. Not the case. The day starts in the evening, a lot early in Asia, in Europe. By the time the U.S. markets open, it's totally cluttered with all kinds of news and filled with noise. With all the noise during the morning market action, it's nearly impossible to figure out what Wall Street's really doing, and nearly impossible to find out which stocks are really breaking out. However, when 12 o'clock rolls around, something really special happens. It's the first hour of the day that the overseas markets are closed. And the first time that we can see Wall Street trading freely on their own without the noise from the international market. That's why we see so many opportunities during this hour called the Genesis hour. Because the worldwide competition has been eliminated, U.S. traders are running the show, and anyone can spot stocks breaking out during the 12 o'clock Genesis hour, can jump in ahead of what will be the next major move. For example, take a look at what happened back on August 19th, 2024. At that time, the stock market was chopping around, going nowhere fast, not much directional bias, just market noise. But during the Genesis hour at 12, once the international markets were done for the day, here we go. S&P started breaking out. That was a clear signal Wall Street was buying up stocks in the first real hour of their trading day, and the markets started roaring higher. Anyone who placed a quick trade to front run the move could have seen 45% gain on the spot. Then take a look at what happened next. August 21st, the S&P was dropping in the morning. That's just a bunch of noise. Because right on time during the Genesis hour, Wall Street took complete control. Overseas competition was eliminated and the markets were officially breaking out. Hey, you could have been out to lunch with some of your best friends. Heard that ding in the pocket, letting you know that S&P was on the move, giving you specific criteria to take the trade, take advantage of the opportunity at hand. Anyone who clicked a few buttons to follow along could have seen a 67% gain. And as great as the two big-time winners would have been in a single week, and following along with the Genesis algo could see not two, not three, but 6 opportunities in that week. Look at that, folks. That's on a $500 investment. That's a pretty good week. All 6 would have won. Even a small $500 investment in these trades would have paid out $1,268 in profit for the week. That's an attention-getting step for me, which isn't a life-changing sum of cash, but it's definitely enough to move the needle, especially considering that a week before would have been even better. 5 for 5 with the Genesis algo, 4 of which would have paid 100%, not small gains, 100%, and a small 500 in each of these trades would have paid out $2,789 profit for the week. Now, my best is to know that With all trading, there's bound to be winners and losers, so never go all in on a single trade. Luckily, you don't have to. In just a moment, I'll show you how you're able to leverage these quick moves with explosive, cheap options that only run about $100 per contract or $1. So you can all start small, aim to grow your account over time with Genesis. Of course, in order to get to optimum returns, I wouldn't buy any stock going higher during the Genesis hour. Instead, I want to know which tickers are the strongest in the markets. Fastest horse always leads the pack and leading the breakout. Now, if you're following my work for any amount of time, you may have heard me talk about my custom-built trading technology called the Power Zone. It's a revolutionary tool that my team and I built to isolate stocks breaking out during the week. The Power Zone takes into account multiple key numbers, including high and low prices of the reference bars across 5 different 30-minute candlesticks and 1% ATR calculations in each individual stock. Now, this cost us way greater than $500,000 to get up and running, but it's been worth every penny over the years. Whenever a stock crosses in the Power Zone during the Genesis hour, that means it's leading the pack and breaking out, and we can place that trade, let Wall Street do the heavy lifting for us. Now, once I optimize the Power Zone for intraday charts, I begin live trading it with my own money, manually tracking each entry, each exit, and each profit result. And I have to say, they're better than I originally hoped for. The model portfolio has seen a remarkable 278% account growth over the last 16 months, right there, with a stunning 78% win rate. But as impressive as that is, over the last few weeks, we've taken it to the next level and automated the whole thing. That means no more time glued to a half a dozen screens. No more on the back of a napkin map. Your life just got a whole lot easier. The signal normally comes right out at 12:05 Eastern Time each day. Place the quick trade when it sets up. Take advantage of it, knowing that the Genesis Algo is paid with a 78% accuracy on live trades. For example, like with gold on September 24th, not much going on in the morning trading hours, just noise. Right then, right on time, here comes the Genesis hour. Gold was breaking out into the Power Zone, and meaning there's a good chance that gold would carry on higher with a 78% confidence rating based on our live results. You would have been automatically alerted right around 12:05 with the entry, ticker, price, entry, stop, loss, everything. All the details are there, included, so you can practically set it up and forget it. Anyone who would place a quick trade to follow along would have seen an 83% gain on ticker GLD. Now, we've coded up the program to specifically target the breakouts on the biggest, most liquid tickers out there. The SPY, the QQQ, IWM, GLD, and USO. That way, we can automatically target the fastest horse once the smoke clears at noon, and the U.S. traders take over the market during the Genesis hour. Then we can simply piggyback on their move, riding the next breakout. For example, like the trade back on September 11, 2024, one of the best results we've seen so far from the data. Again, the markets were chopping along. You've seen those kind of markets, just like the data shows. Then right on time during the Genesis hour, the QQQ was breaking out in the Power Zone. Sure enough, a massive rally came. You can't miss it. If you'd had Genesis working for you, automatically in your pocket, you would have heard that ding right at 12:05 with the entry details. And after taking about 30 seconds to place a simple trade in the market, you go back to doing what you were doing. 24 hours later, cashed out with a 266% gain. 1,000 invested, that one would have paid $26.63 in profit overnight. For someone more confident, maybe started 5 times as much. Look at that, $13,316 in 24 hours. As trading is straightforward as 1, 2, 3, running countless strategies tests, working with market data and sophisticated programs to build what we got. Well, that was not easy. But fast forward to today, getting that simple entry alert to my phone with all the information needed to take the trade, option, price, target, loss, all that's there. I'd say riding a bike is more difficult than following along with Genesis. Simply wait for Genesis to alert me right around noon each day. And if I like the trade, click a few buttons and I'm all set. For example, like back in June, Monday, June 10th, no action on the SPY in the morning as expected. But then during the Genesis hour, here it comes. Folks with the Genesis Algo would immediately receive the alert with all the necessary information. And only 2 days later, 87% gain on the SPY. The beautiful thing about it, you get execution advantage. I'll explain that later. And there's something really important to note with automated entries. For example, the next day, same exact story. June 11th, it's like watching paint dry in the morning. There's no money to make before noon. Then the Genesis hour came, 103% gain on the SPY. Now, all week long, folks could have made money on the Genesis Algo. Wednesday, June 12th, while waiting for that fish to bite, heard that magical ding, 82% gain on the SPY. Thursday, June 13th, another ding while enjoying the summer air, 94% gain. Friday, June 14th, while mentally preparing for a nice relaxing weekend. One final ding for the week, right at noon, 160% gain. If someone had started with 1,000 each trade that week, they would have pocketed $5,275. It's attention getting, and without compounding any type gains. Someone who started with 5,000, you're looking at $26,378 in a single week. Nothing's like this. And the best part is there would have been zero heavy lifting on our part. Our automatic trading algorithm does all the heavy lifting. In fact, I made the algorithm so good that it could actually replace me one day. And after unleashing this smart algo into the market for a few months, after booking over 100 trades, that's statistically significant, 278% account growth. I'm ready to take it to the public. Today was the first time ever you could search it for the latest, greatest trading indicator or trading software. Requires you to manually do all the legwork, keep second guessing yourself, getting wrecked by your emotions, or you can cut all the guesswork down and start trading like a machine, unlocking what could be your best trading year yet. So if you're ready to tap into the future of trading with an entirely new way to approach the stock market, then I'm officially inviting you to take charge of your financial future with the power of Genesis. Genesis is the only smart algo to know that isolates stock breaking out during the most powerful trading hour of the day when Wall Street's in control. Right in your palm, you'll immediately hear that ding in your pocket as the alert hits your cell phone or computer. Each trade with the ticker, entry price, stop loss, profit target details, all included, so you can practically set it and forget it. Everything you need to target what could be your next great win, 51% on that one. And set it up as easy as 1, 2, and 3, these constant Genesis trade alerts. You can opt in to receive automatic Genesis alerts via Telegram. I love Telegram, by the way. That way, there's no delay in getting your next entry signal. The portal's open 24/7. All details how to sign up can be found in your members portal that's hosted on the main website. No download required. Genesis Smart Algo Masterclass. I'll be teaching it tomorrow. And I'll even walk you through it live during the masterclass. I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. You'll find a recorded version in the members area if you can't make it. And you can expect an average of 2 to 5 alerts per day on average. There's no shortage of opportunities here. High probability opportunities. Now look, if you want to trade the underlying stock with these Genesis alerts, that's totally okay. But if you want to target some of the big outside returns like I showed you today, you need to use options. If you're new to options, that's okay. You can just use the most basic form of options available, call options. Applying them to the Genesis trades is no harder than shooting a layup. But for those of you who want to dig a little deeper into options and other unique ways to leverage these alerts, I strongly urge you to do that to target great return. I have an options boot camp put together, the video series, at no extra charge. You'll learn how to easily leverage your trades for maximum return. Plus, I know you want this, income techniques for those who prefer a safer approach. I teach you my personal method for selection, high-powered weekly options that are dirt cheap, but have shown the power to pay massive returns. That way, any new members who join today are equipped to hit the ground running right out of the gate. For example, like Genesis trade on October 11th, $92 or 92 cents, 107% gain on ticker SPY. Or how about the Genesis entry on IWM back on September 12th, $84 a contract or 84 cents, 266 gain on ticker QQQ. Someone who put, let's say, 2,500 in each of those trades, walk away with 9,325 bucks. You would have banked it. Now, I mean, my VIP coaching programs here at DTI already run north of 10,000 per year. So I think that price tag would be more than fair considering there's nothing else quite like Genesis out there. Nobody's got anything like this. But luckily for you that's here tonight, it's not going to be 10,000 to secure your personal access. I've set up an amazing deal for you as one of the first people traders in the door today. Before I open the doors to Genesis, what really gets me jazzed up about the smart algo so far, not only does the study show somebody would have hit some impressive winners like 83%, 115%, or even 164 in a couple days on stocks breaking out, but I also reworked algo to alert us when certain tickers are breaking down during the Genesis hour, meaning Wall Street is aggressively selling after the overseas markets have closed. Not only will these Genesis downside trades offer you a warning for some of your other investments, but they also give you a clear-cut path to target some big moves to the downside too. Entry, profit target, stop loss, everything you need to take advantage of. But let me be clear. These downside trades have the same profit potential as the upside. And I'm not just saying that. Some of the biggest opportunities from study have been downside moves. For example, consider the 3-day market crash we saw back in July. Each day, my Genesis algo picked us up a short opportunity, and each one would have been a home run trade. 168% on July 22nd, 283% on July 23rd, 324% on July 24th. 2,000 that last trade would have, get this, 84.80 overnight. And that's just one of the 3 downside trades that hit that week. With this Genesis downside trade bonus included, it's no surprise that the price of this exclusive membership is officially set at $4,295 per year. And if you join through the main website, that's how much you should expect to pay. $4,292 for 1 year access. But if you take action right here while I'm live, I have a few extra surprises up my sleeve, and they're going to shock you. Bonus number 1, $500 off the sticker price for tuning in. But not just that. Like I just mentioned a minute ago, Genesis showed the power to pay up to 5 times per day. I'm going to give you a $500 discount times 5, $2,500 off. That takes the price from $42.95 to $17.95 for complete access. But I'm not done yet. Listen up. Bonus number 2, half off tonight, discount. For Action Takers Today, I'm going to do something to make that an absolute no-brainer for you. For the new members of Genesis today, I'm slashing the already discounted price half off. That takes the price from $17.95 to only $8.97 tonight. And for this special $8.97 offer, it's only guaranteed for the only 75 folks now that are left. No procrastination here. I want folks to take action in this room, have all the support they need to get going. At any point, my customer service feels like we're getting to a point where there's too many members on board. It's their decision. We'll stop. I have to cut the deal off. Click the link in the chat. Here it goes. Be fast. DTItrader.com/Genesis. Call 904-416-1776. Then press 1. New Genesis entries waiting for you. Go to DTItrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. Once you take one of the best deal memberships, do not close the page. On that page, We talk about the Genesis Algo indicator. You see up until now, only offers Genesis interest signals on the 5 most popular tickers, the SPY, the QQQ, IWM, GLD, and USO. However, my team and I just published the indicator unlocks these Genesis signals on every single ticker in the market. Whoa! Starting today, you can get instant access to it for free, meaning if you can find even more of these epic setups, even more stocks, all on your own time. So make sure you upgrade your account to lifetime when you take one of the best deal memberships today. Remember, today's special is only guaranteed for the next 75 in the door, and I wouldn't be shocked if we hit that number. We broke it today. After that, it's up to the team if they want to double the price or take it all the way back to $42.95. Don't miss out. Spots will fill up. The new Genesis entries waiting for you. Go to dtitrade.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. I can't wait to get everybody in here. Be with me live tomorrow. And if that's you, you ready to take control of your finances, then welcome to your family, our family. As a welcoming present inside your members portal, you'll see another bonus valued at $9.95 that you can access immediately for free. This is a special cheat sheet that's been created to help you, available nowhere else in the entire world. It'll give you insight to all the stocks that Genesis scans in real time. If you want to claim that special bonus, you need to sign up now. Do not procrastinate. Click the link. And if you're a gold member, you know who you are. Call in as well because I've instructed our team to give you a special bonus so good you'll be jumping out of your seat. The new Genesis entries waiting for you. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. And the proof is in the pudding. Take a look at this report over the last 10 years. Look at that. The power of this hour. We're looking at the average move in the S&P during each hour of the day. Market open, 11 a.m., so on and so forth. There it is, folks. 12 p.m., historically the most bullish time to trade. And it's not even close. It's a landslide. You don't want to miss out on the Genesis hour. And you don't want to miss the next automated entry from Genesis. The new Genesis entry is waiting for you. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. And here's a couple of questions I got here. Can members be receiving these automatic alerts as soon as today? Once you get membership, you get into the Telegram channel, you'll be up to speed. Yes, Genesis generates alerts via Telegram, and the platform is free to join, extremely easy to sign up for. How many alerts can you expect today? After running many models, many setups, quite a few tickers, the final data shows 2 to 5 alerts per day with a 78% win rate so far on the live trade result. Is Genesis for beginners? Whoa, I wish I'd have had this back when I started instead of the School of Hard Knocks. Absolutely. And I'll even give you 14 days to try it out. If you're not loving it after your first 2 weeks, you can get a refund. How do you like that? That way you have plenty of time to paper trade it, see how it works. My goal is to help you get to professional status. Will there be a masterclass for members? Yes. I thought I would do 2 of these, but now I'm doing close to 7 of them because of the number of people that took us up on the offer. Oh, yeah. Over the next 4 days, I'll be live at noon each day to help trade these with you, including walking you through the option process. Now, options. Are they complex or confusing? No, they're simple. I'll teach you how to tap into the cheap weekly options that run from 75 cents to $1 and have shown the power to move very fast. Do we have profit targets and stops built in? Of course we do. I'll teach you the risk management practices I use, plus additional tip. There's 3 levels to let these trades learn. That's what these master classes are about. Depends on how conservative or aggressive you are. Do you need a big account to trade Genesis? No. Like I said, small traders are welcome. Most trades cost about $1 per contract. So you can get started with a small account and grow it over time. New Genesis entries waiting for you. Go there, sign up, dtitrader.com/Genesis. Folks, that's it. Take advantage of it. I don't know if he's dropped the link to do it, but take those spots. They're going to be gone. We're so happy. I'm going to answer some questions you might have. Okay. Robin, if you got any questions after you sign up, put your name and email and phone number in there. Somebody will contact you. Guadalupe, put your email in there to preserve your spot. And thanks for putting your phone number. Okay. The indicator works on any brokerage firm. Any brokerage firm. This is some serious stuff, folks. Get on board. Get on board. You saw what the customer said that listened to me from Friday to today. Listen to me tonight. Take one of these spots. I can't believe we only got 75 left. Whoa. We broke it today. Yeah, actually it's on that platform, Warner. To be clear, they could trade this on any brokerage, but the VIP upsell because a bonus indicator made that works on TradingView. Right. Comes through Telegram, Daniel, through Telegram, right to your phone. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Think about this. No matter what you're doing, phone goes ding, bang. Oh, buy WM, buy this particular option. We'll give that to you tomorrow at the master class. I'll tell you, Tesla tonight went up $4. If you it's a little bit late to get in tonight, but you get in the morning. Sure, Dinosaur. I'm sure Kelly will take care of you. We'll reserve the spot for you. The master class, I guess I'm going to do about 7 of it now, Merceline, because I'd planned to do 5. And then Adam called me tonight and asked me to do 2 this week. I said, sure. Okay. These are not designed, Randy, to be day trades, but you can't, I'm not going to tell you if it goes up 20, 30%, not to book it. That'll be your decision. L. Cochran, you will get a spot. Will somebody please call her? She left a mail earlier today at 1. They're so backed up they didn't get to. You're protected by putting that in there. Adam, make sure she's protected, that she gets a spot. Absolutely. I'm telling you, we blew up the internet today, and it's something else. It's something else. That's why we came back tonight to do it, to give those people. We had a lot of issues today, but hey, people know quality when they see quality. They know something is going to help them, especially when it comes to trading. And what they saw tonight and today, they're all in. I'm telling you, everybody's in. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? Glenn said he joined for VIP. It's beyond anything he ever thought he'd see being a student of mine. Werner, if you want to get VIP, put your name and email. They'll get to you. Yeah, they come. Marianne, great question. You get where to enter, where to exit, where we're wrong, and where your target is. Yeah, Werner, be sure to put your email. They'll get you that VIP. They'll make sure you get it. Absolutely. Daniel, they'll take care of you. By putting your name, email, and phone number there, you're protecting the spot if you can't get through. I don't know how many they can take at one time on that server, but ever how many they can take, we broke it today. I've only worked on this thing for 40 years in my head. And now, like I said, this is it, folks. This is it right here at 12 o'clock. No one wants, like I had to learn all this sitting in front of a computer all those hours. Now, I can do anything at 12 o'clock. My phone will go ding. I know it's time to trade. Gotta love it. And the master classes are worth a fortune from what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you three levels and three approaches to take profits. Three levels, level one, level two, and level three levels to take profit in the master classes. All right, there's only 60 left. Only 60 left. That means the price will go up. All the stuff will be taken down. We'll go back to the 42.95 or wherever, somewhere in between, but that's it. You got to take these spots if you want this deal. You saw how powerful it is, how accurate it is, and how it works. Pretty sweet. All right, Laura's in. Thank you, Laura. Hey, Joan. My personal email is tbuzztnt@gmail.com. Yeah, you can send me an email. I won't look at it till the weekend. No, the course is included, Caroline. Everything's free. If you buy tonight, everything I mentioned, there's no extra charge. That's the power of why all these people are jumping on this offer. Absolutely. You get a whole option course, you get everything. No separate price, Carolyn. Kay talked to Barbara at DTI Trader. Caroline joined this afternoon. All right. Randy, I don't know what the upgrade from the 1 year is. Adam, do you? What the total is? The total will be 22.97, what Adam said. That's the way to go because then you plug your own stocks in there and run it against the Genesis. Hey, if you're a gold member, make sure that you talk to Barber at DTI Trader or Andraka at DTI Trader because that's a heck of a deal for y'all if you're a gold member. No, you do not, Lori. You do not. She asked you to have access to the roadmap checker. No. The total VIP is 22.97. Werner, you can talk to Barbara at DTI Trader. She'll explain our gold program too if you're interested in upgrading to that. Absolutely, William. It does. It goes in line with everything I ever teach. The only difference, let me tell you the only difference. These master classes, hey, the master classes are going to cover level one profits, level two profits, and level three profits, and income that can be derived from it. Those are the four things I'm going to cover in the master class. Let me tell you what this is like. This is like going to the moon, passing the moon, and headed to Mars. That's what this is like. That's the way I think of this one. Did y'all pick up that analogy I just gave you? That's pretty good. You know, you used to say going to the moon. Now we're going to say going to the moon, past the moon, head to Mars. Dale, that's the beauty of VIP. If you want to, you can plug it in there and do those individual stocks you're talking about. Absolutely. You can use it, manage your portfolio. Yeah, good idea. There's only 49 left at this price. Laura, we're going to get started tomorrow at 12.
I was about to say, T-Buzz, we only planned on doing 250 this week, but that was for a full week of selling it. So we might be out probably tonight or tomorrow. So and then we'll have to
You
pull
think
it
they're
for
going to raise the price, or you think we're going to be out totally?
we'll be pulling it for a few weeks
Oh,
to get
no.
everybody bought up.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
It's just a lot of people to on board. So
Yeah, it's hard to do it, isn't it? Broke the bank, folks, if you're one of these 49 left. Adam, did we say I'm doing one class on Wednesday and one on Friday? Is what we said this week.
correct. Wednesday at 3 and Friday at 12.
Wednesday at 3 and Friday at 12. Hey, folks, one thing I need to tell you, a side note, Tesla's moving up tonight and in the aftermarket. If you trade the pre-market in the morning, if it's above 358.55, you can take a little taste there. I told people in T&T I was doing that. So you might look at it if you want to. A little side note there. Right, Frank? Night. Well, hey, post Frank for those people that came left. You got what you posted for Frank out. This is what he did listening to me last week or Friday to today. I think he's beside himself right now. There it is from Frank. Okay. I gave Jonathan was on vacation. Okay. And so I had this trade on coin and Tesla at Friday's wrap up. I said, hey, this is what I would do. I've been talking to people all day long. Frank and Frank did pretty good there, I would say. Don't miss my Friday wrap up is the moral of that story. Johnson's going to come back and he's going to be upset he was gone. Missed that trade. Laura says she loved that trade also. Hey, you never know. I'm a trader. When I see things, I share them. I was sitting there thinking, well, I normally would issue this trade, but why not just tell everybody? Believe me, it was a great trade, wasn't it? I think it's still going on. I think Tesla, I think it's doing it. Way to go, Dan. Way to go. If I've answered everybody's question, anybody got any more questions? I'd like to mention to you, we hit it again on on the Future's First Education, didn't we, boys and girls? Something totally separate, but boy, it's cooking with gas too. Oh, let me tell you, I'm just going to give you my overview. I think what you're looking at is historic, and the old stuff will not work in this kind of market. Meaning, hey, things are overbought, oversold. Right now, the world that didn't plan on this is caught short, and this is a squeeze of a lifetime. Okay? The squeeze of a lifetime. Meaning, some of these stocks are going to go a lot further and a lot farther than you think possible. Okay? Remember that. Okay? Just remember that, what I just said. Okay? It's not like it was prior to election day. This thing is it's it's on warp speed. Okay? You got a chance to see a historic market for yourself way before people recognize it next year. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's amazing. Berkshire, all these companies. All right. Adam, I think I'm done. Unless you got anything else, it's getting late. I'll be going early in the morning, and hope everybody has a great night. Thank you, all of you people, for joining Genesis. It's the start of everything. Think about that one.
Thank you, T-Buzz. I think we are good to call it a night.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for joining.